Rachel, let me go back to you. You were telling me uh, earlier, and you just mentioned now to our audience about some of your experiences. And I think what was really interesting is this concept that maybe the writing was on the wall that this was going to happen. But I know for a lot of teachers, they may be new to the industry. There was a crackdown 2 or 3 years ago in China around the provision of services. Tell us a little bit more about what's happening and why you think it's happening.
Well, yes, as you said, I kind of saw the writing on the wall because, as I said, I've been with VIPKid for 5 years now, since 2016. And in their early days, for lack of a better term, they kind of just threw money at people. They would offer cash incentives for opening more time slots, for participating in various activities. And over time, they kind of took that away little by little. And the cash incentives went away, and the kind of ways to earn like extra money on the platform kind of began to disappear. And I started to think that their goal was to go public. Since their beginning, their founder, Cindy Me, has gone by the term CEO. And generally, in my experience, startups don't have CEOs. And they did a lot of fundraising rounds, and it looked like they were just trying to really fluff all of their numbers. And I figured it's because they wanted to make an IPO. And based on what I know about China and what I saw in my time living there, I thought to myself, the Chinese government they're just not going to let that happen in the way that VIPKid hopes that it's going to happen. They're going to have some sort of say about it. And you mentioned that they cracked down a couple of years ago. All they really did there was say that teachers for these online platforms needed to meet the same requirements as what teachers need to meet to get a proper working visa in China. And the biggest rule there is needing a TEFL certificate. Prior to that, it was not a requirement to have a TEFL certificate to teach on most of these platforms. So that was the first big change. Then about a month ago, we started to hear rumblings and rumors that a crackdown was coming and new regulations were going to be introduced. But I had no idea that they were going to be this drastic. I knew that they were going to try to limit the industry. I never thought that they were going to try to essentially wipe it out.